What's up, y'all? What is going on? Does anybody know what is going on here with Capybara Nation, ticker symbol Bara? Jeez, man. I've just been checking this out, I guess, for the past hour or so, and just been watching at this falling knife form here. It is just falling, guys, and it is up from where it fell to. It actually had gone look quite a significant amount lower than what it is right now. Um, it dipped into the eights when I was watching it. I don't know. Does anybody have any idea what's going on with this, or is it just a sell-off and people just taking their profits, or is there anything else going on that I don't know about? But as I watched it go down, I did snag a little bit around the tens, and I'm watching it closely to see if it dips any lower, like a significant amount, because I want to catch some at those levels too. But I don't know. Y'all aware of anything going on? Y'all comment or send me a little message there, chat with me. Let me know if you are aware of anything, because I'm checking out over here. Like, I went to the X profile for Capybara over here. I mean, it literally says that have you been accumulating Bara with our Black Friday discounts, big announcements coming up soon. So it says it's time to load up. So I figured that there was, some big news coming up. So I wasn't expecting to take a downturn here. I'm a bit shocked. But of course, these things correct. It did shoot up pretty high. Um, So now we're sitting at the nines. We're at 9.6 right now on the chart. Let me go live. Let me go to the live chart here. Yeah, we're at 9.647. I didn't expect for it to dip down this low. Like I was saying earlier, I did grab some bags around the tens, and it dipped a little bit lower. I think it touched the eights, like the high eights. So I've been watching it to see if it's going to go any significant amount lower, so that I could snag some up at that lower price. I mean, because they're saying that there's going to be humongous announcements. They're also saying they're going to announce partnerships. So I'm expecting to see all of that stuff, and I want to get ahead of it. That's why I want to get as many bags as I can, especially if they're on discount like this. But I need to feel confident that this isn't going to fall any further. I mean, when we had that first dip, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, buying little bags on the dip, sir, and that's exactly what I've been doing. It dipped, I bought at the tens, and keep in mind, I got it way lower, so I'm still in the profits, but I'm still in the game. I'm playing the game as well. So I'm buying, I'm trying to accumulate as much as I can, because I personally believe that this is going to launch even further. It's just a few days in, and it's where it's at, and we're only on one exchange. Bitmart hasn't listed, and then we've got a lot of other things coming up in the future. So I've been watching this very closely. Today is the first day where I'm like, okay, this doesn't look too good for today. But overall, man, I've seen this before. I've been here before. I normally don't ever get shaken out of my position or whatever, but this time I'm still holding, but I'm looking to see how low this is gonna go, and I want to get it right at the moment where it's at the lowest. I don't think 10 is the lowest, obviously, because it dipped down into the high eights, right? So I want to see if it's at least going to match the sevens. Because if you remember, when it went all the way up and it hit the 2 billion, and then that first sell off that we saw, it dipped into the sevens. And since then, it's never dipped to the sevens. It went 7, 10, 12, and then I believe 15. That's the order of the dips. So I want to see if it's going to go any lower than what it is now. It's been holding this 9 level for a long time. I think everybody's like, okay, we're getting a good deal here. Black Friday sale, however you want to call it. But I really think that we should buy in small increments if you're choosing to get back in DCA. I always DCA, especially when I decided that I'm going to buy a position long term, and then hold it for long term. Because this is a brand new token. We've all seen it. It's only been a few days. I don't even think it's been a solid week yet. So I still think that there's room for growth. It's just this chart is crazy. I mean, if you look on the 1 week, you see it doesn't look bad at all. It just looks steady here. But the difference to us who've been holding it, the difference between, the 20s and the 15 and now in the 10s, that's a big difference. That's half. That's half. So to us, it's a big deal. But you see that first spike, that first sell-off here. Let me see if I could get it. No, it was actually 82.74 was that first sell-off right there, 82.74. And since then, we haven't hit that again on the sell-off. So, we added a zero now. I'm hoping that we get back over it. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like a clean out. Somebody said, by the way, I bought some Mary. Yeah, but you're right, Trigger. It can jump within seconds. You can sit here right here. Then as we're doing this live, people could tune into the chart and be like, yo, this is a great deal here. I'm going to jump in and get some more, which is what I did at the 10s. Says that's the thing. That's why I'm still holding. Absolutely. If you're planning on holding or if you're staking and, you want to DCA and increase your holdings, this is the best time because you buy your money. You make your money when you buy. So if you're buying low, the expectation is that it rises and you sell high. Does anybody know of any other news that I may be missing? Because I've looked, I don't see anything that would generate this type of sell-off. Look at the hour chart. Yeah, the hour chart, you see it. It goes down here's a massive sell-off, and then you see the spike right back up. So it didn't even hit. It hit the high 8s. It didn't hit the low 8s. So we still haven't crossed that threshold of that 4. Joshua says scam. Man, I've been in crypto so long, guys, that I've seen all types of tokens behave like this. I was actually there when Bitcoin, I believe it was sitting at 19. And from one day to the next, it went from 19 all the way down to 3,000. And now, look at where it's at. We're at 93,000 or more. So you see this in crypto all the time. You'll see this happen. Everybody gets shook out. And then I guess it catches the attention of the right people, and then it'll eat up 2 zeros. Just think of Shiba, think of Doge. See, we're still in the 97s. We've stayed above the 8s this whole time. It just dipped into there for a little while. Let me see. No risk, no reward. That's right. That's why I like high risk, man. I've got my, if you look at the channel, I've got my tokens that I hold and they're just growing slowly, but I like to play high risk, high reward. Yeah, I know, man. When you see things like this, man, you do get upset that you stake them for 3 months because you want control of them right now. That's why you should only stake a portion of it, the portion that you're not going to sweat. But yeah, no, speaking of Doge, man, I was buying Doge back in, I don't know, I want to say 2017 off of a site called Cryptopia. And I was trading it like nothing. I don't know how many zeros it had, but it was like nothing. I was trading it and I didn't even think twice. And then Cryptopia had a lawsuit and all my tokens that were on there got confiscated. So in 2017, it was really the wild, wild west, man. I mean, they had sites where where they promised that if you staked your Bitcoin, that they'd give you profits. The whole company goes under. They disappear off the face of the earth, and you never get any of that stuff. So when y'all say scam, I think back to those times where people were really scamming for this stuff. This is just a, crypto on the daily. Shoots up, shoots down. You just got to try to make money in between or long term. So look, 98. It jumped from 98 to 95. Wow. That's somebody trying to get rid of all their bags and then somebody buying it right back up. That's the thing about crypto, man. When you're selling your bags, somebody else is buying them. So when you're stepping out of the game, somebody else is stepping into the game. So that's why, there's a lot of plays when I go under, I'll just DCA and I'll wait it out. It's Black Friday. Gabriel said it's Black Friday. It is. Like I said earlier, for those of you guys that just tuned in right now, I actually grabbed bags around the 10s because I just want to stack it up, man. I think that it's a brand new token. I still think that there's time. If it goes down a little bit, even more than what it is now, I believe that over time, the Capybara Nation has already announced that they're going to be revealing partnerships. They're going to reveal different exchanges. Bitmart hasn't even listed it yet. Somebody asked what my favorite token is. Well, definitely Capybara has kept my attention this whole time. But man, I actually like a project called Dog Along Mars, Elon token. And I've been holding that for a while. I've been talking about it on my channel for a long time. It was actually the first token that actually made me a significant amount of money. I had put money into it. I don't know, small money. And like 3 weeks later, it made me $16,000. And after that, like I was totally hooked, man. And so that's why I like high risk, high reward. I do have my tokens that I hold. For instance, like I hold Jasmine, Solana, Cadena, just to name a few. Those are the ones I don't even think about. But these are high risk. I don't want to say high risk, high reward, but it's just crypto. You know what I mean? Let me see. Yeah, you're right, man. There have been a lot of tokens going down. It's not just this one, but I think since this one had a big spike, people want to take their profits, especially when Bitcoin is kind of deciding what it's going to do. It goes up 1 minute, down 1 minute. So people want to have that USDT to go ahead and buy in the tokens once everything flatlines. But that's a good strategy, but you're also going to be out of the game just holding on to those bags. And if the market takes a turn and goes above you, then you just got to find a new entry point. It's the same thing with this. I mean, I'll hold and I'll DCA unless it makes some significant money. And then I just use the double up strategy. And in the double up strategy, like let's say I put in $500 and then the $500 turns into $1,000. I'll pull out my $500, which is my original investment, and then I'll let the rest ride. If it ends up dipping lower, then I have the $500 to DCA. You see what I'm saying? And I end up with more tokens at the end. 9.5, 9.6. For those of y'all just tuning in, I grabbed bags in the 10s. I don't know why it's dipping unless y'all have some type of news that I'm not aware of. But I bought in the 10s, just to load up my bags. And I want to buy some more if it dips significantly lower. Yeah, Capybara. He said at 75. If it dips to 75, I'm loading my bags right there. I ain't even gonna lie. That's actually close to the number that I'm waiting for. But when we checked it out, when it dipped off of that first spike, it says that the lowest that it got, was 82.74. And right now on this one, it was a little bit higher than that. It was the higher eights. So 82.74, I'd say that that's probably the lowest that we're going to see it. But if it breaks through that, I'm going to really start loading up. Yeah, somebody said Capybara buy 75. That's what I'm aiming for, guys. But I already loaded up. It is a brand new token, guys. And Capybara Nation on their X has announced that there will be some huge announcements coming up. They say, are you loading your bags? They're asking the question. They have announced that on their roadmap, they are saying that they will be announcing partnerships and everything. So I don't look at this like it's done, guys. I mean, this token is brand new and it has hit 2 billion, what, twice? And it has maintained over 1 billion for a long time. Never gonna get up again. Man, guys, I've heard that type of talk that it's never gonna do this, never gonna do that. But I promise you, I've lived through Ethereum being $80. Like, bro, like I did not even care about Ethereum. I was just buying $80 and it would go up 20% and I shorted. I was buying it like that. Now we're sitting at a $3,000 Ethereum. Look at Doge. I never thought Doge was gonna do a damn thing. It was just like just something I played with, and look at where it's at now. Look at Shiba. I mean, you could name them. You could sit here and name hundreds of tokens that have done this over and over again. You know, so being in crypto, nothing surprises me. As fast as something can go up, it's just as fast as something can go down. And then you give it a couple months, nobody remembers it, nobody's thinking about it, the volume's super low, and somebody will come in and pump that volume through it, and next thing you know, you ate 2 zeros. Yes, I agree. They do need to get more listings because there's so much interest. And when things like this happen and it starts dropping, people start kind of being a little weary about it. But we do have Bitmark coming up, and they did announce that there's going to be big announcements coming up. I didn't catch the question, but it was something about the game. Look, I did not participate in the original airdrop. I don't know how it works out. Maybe somebody can leave a comment and let us know through experience how that went for them. I know that there's a lot of people saying that everything went well. They made a lot of money, and the tokens were worth a lot when they got them. But there are a couple people saying that they didn't have a good experience with the airdrop. I just know that in the game, you're generating tokens and that there are other airdrops lined up. I just don't know how they're going to rank them. I personally, I'm generating over $1 billion an hour on the game. So I don't know what that's going to, over 1 billion coins. So I don't know how that's going to work. Because some people think they're generating 2 million coins and they think that's a lot. I'm generating over 1 billion coins an hour on the game. Is Capybara coming back? Look, guys, it is a brand new token, and the way I look at it, it's being tested by the market right now. And we'll see what happens. There's no promises in crypto. The only thing that you could do is buy low, sell high. Even with tokens that are as promising as Bitcoin. I was around when Bitcoin was $19,000 and dropped to $3,000 in one day. Okay, so nothing surprises me here. So I'm checking this out. We're back in the 10s. We're almost to the 11s. We're at 1055. We're almost back into the 11s. So it seems this dip here has already been saturated by buyers. You're seeing the seller exhaustion here. But always remember that this can happen for a few minutes. You could spike up or you could dip right back down. That's the nature of everything. I can't predict it. You can't predict it. You can make an educated guess by what you're seeing and look at different factors, but it's the nature of the game. Those who take risks get rewarded for it, but on the same token, you can lose big too. Or you can get into a token that, has a track record of making money over time, but then you're going to be holding it, for 2 years before you make 20%. I could literally take $1,000 and put it into a token and make 20% in a day, and so can you. You know what I mean? But there's other tokens, you put that same $1,000 in there and you're going to be waiting forever. So it just depends the game that you want to play. And me, I like to play some tokens high risk, and then others I just keep buying them. I just keep hoarding them. You know what I mean? So you got to have different strategies. We're already at 1071. It doesn't look like we're dipping back under into the nines. We're not going sub 10 yet or anymore. 1087, 1090. We're about to break into the 11s. I think this is over with, guys. I was personally hoping, don't look at it wrong, but I was personally hoping that we would have hit 75 and I would have loaded my bags up there. I bought around a little bit lower than this when it dipped through it earlier. But 1095, 1096, 1098. Come on, 11. Let's go. 1082. 1092. Man, on the 1 week chart, we're still up 274%. It hasn't even been a full week. 1098 again. Come on. 1099. Let's break through. Let's hit that 11. 11. 1101. That dip might be over with, guys. I mean, we're still below where we've been because we've been in the 12, 13, 14, 15 range. It seems like we've just been bouncing through there. 1086, 1096. I'm just using the crypto.com chart because it's easier. It's live right here. I could hit live and you could see it right here. 1099, 1102, 1104, 1112. What do you guys think? You think the dip is over with? You think we're going to move up from now? Let me know in the comments. If you think we're going to dip down, tell me to what level so I can be prepared to load my bags. Like I said, man, if you believe in this long term, and what I mean long term is longer than this week, guys, if you're going to stay in it for a little while, a couple months or whatever, you know, stay looking at the charts and buy small amounts when it dips, right? Because as it dips, it'll go back up. It dips, it goes back up. Let me see. Man, these messages are moving way too quick. All right, guys, let me know. If we're going to dip down, tell me to what level because we're already in the 11s. Y'all have a good night. I hope this update, you got something from it, man. But I'm in the game with you guys. Like, I'm not just making videos and just to make videos. Like, I'm literally playing the game, loading my bags as well in anticipation that this is actually going to become something, guys. So I'm with y'all. All right, y'all have a good one.